Isn't he flexible and agile up there? Get out! Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. I hope you're excited for another react because this one I took from the comments. I was scrolling through and this comment popped up and I just looked at it and cracked up. I mean, maybe it's true. Maybe you aren't a legitimate vocal coach until you've reacted to Dimash. And okay, gauntlet thrown. You best believe that I'm going to pick that up and tackle this challenge. So today I will be reacting to Dimash singing SOS. Let's get into it. 加油!
Je vis, je pourquoi je ris, pourquoi je pleure. Voici le SOS d'un rien en détresse. J'ai mûri pieds sur terre.
Really beautiful phrasing so far. That when he started singing in a lower part of his register, that took me by surprise. He started off in like a lighter mechanism in his first register, or at least that's what it sounded like to me. There's still enough mass on the fold, but he had this beautiful timbre, this beautiful vocal texture that makes it sound closer to like a falsetto sound. So when he came in with those beautiful rich low notes that just shocked me. And now he's just doing these stunning little long phrases. At the moment though, I'm noticing how he's like feeding off the crowd. So we'll see if it continues. And I'll make a comment at the end if it's still relevant. But there's little something that I've noticed so far that I might need to mention later.
Je toujours fou d'une vie avec l'inconditionné. Je crois dans envie, tu es à ma force. Je sens quelque chose qui m'attire, voilà.
Pause. Okay, so he's just gone from a very mass-heavy, like length and a dominant second register, which is where you get that particular sound from, particularly in male voices. You hear it in a lot of like the older, like punk rock sounds. Some of those singers love to use their voices in that way. It's not a scream, but it's a very clever way of using mass in your second register so that you can get away from that more lighter, wispier falsetto sound that a lot of people think is the pure falsetto. It's actually just second register, and there are a bunch of different vocal timbres you can use in it. And he is navigating all of these different textures or timbres so easily. What? He's like flipping from the really high stuff all the way down into that like lower, like baritone, almost like bassy sound. What? Oh. Pausing again, and now he's singing in a place which if you were like to go to where I studied, you would automatically be classed as a countertenor, which is basically where you can sing where like a female soprano would be able to sing. It's doesn't sound like he's struggling with any of it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so, hey guys, voiceover Julia here, just jumping in because I made an offhand comment about Dimash's whistle notes and thought I'd elaborate on whistle notes in general and why it's impressive that Dimash, as a male, can sing them. So whistle notes are generally really rare in male singers and are more commonly found in children and female voices. The studies on whistle notes are pretty sparse if I'm being honest, but my thoughts on why it's less common in men is women and children generally have shorter and lighter vocal folds compared to the mature male. So the difference in fold length and weight could potentially come into play with the actual mechanical action of whistle notes. To produce a general tone, so to sing your basic note like ah, the vocal folds, they're sitting horizontally in your throat and they open and close with your breath flow, but they also are vibrating to create that pitch. With a whistle note, part of the fold length is staying closed and part of it is opening and vibrating. It's kind of like it's creating a mini fold action to produce that whistle tone. Vocal fold length and weight could potentially affect how easy it is to coordinate this action for a whistle tone. And what's impressive with Dimash's vocal production is the fact that he has produced this whistle tone, which requires that super specific kind of vocal fold coordination, and he's also capable of producing these really clean, deep low notes. These are completely different vocal actions. They're so different, and it's coordination to the max. It's so impressive and an incredible addition to the vocal combinations he's already demonstrated. He's defying any voice classification at this point. As much as his range ability is incredible, I love the sound that he makes when he's in this particular part of his voice. It's so rich and connected and warm, and it's just okay. I love that part. Flexible and agile up there? Get out! Or I'll get out. Either one. Okay, so normally in TV shows where there's always someone who's either in the audience or a judge, usually, who goes, wow, after a performance. Usually if you're a well-trained musician or even just someone who's been in the industry for a while, you know what is actually an incredible performance and what is average or what is even below average. And sometimes the reactions that you get on TV shows that are wow, that's amazing, are for the most just basic stuff. It's I don't want to use the word amateur, but I guess I did just use the word. Anyway, so this was amazing. I actually agree with them when they're going, wow. That was why I brought it up, because I genuinely agree with them. That is an incredible instrument that he has there. Like I said before, amazing ability to transition through different vocal textures or timbres. I like to think of them as textures because I think that gives it something a little bit more tangible to think about when you're listening to particular sounds than just the word timbre, which perhaps some people haven't heard of timbre or haven't explored timbre. So texture is sometimes a nice way to be able to identify the different kinds of sounds. And he does incredible things with his second register. his baritone work though in his first register. Oh my goodness. I really loved listening to that. Okay. So actually, while I was listening, I was thinking like if Kazakhstan, because I'm pretty certain he's from Kazakhstan, it was mentioned in the comments that he's from Kazakhstan. Anyway, if Kazakhstan ever had to like put on a production of something like Phantom of the Opera, they could just hire him to play all the parts, including Christine. Wow. So that is it from me today, guys. Thank you so much. I hope that you are staying safe, staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye.